They got attitude, I'll give them that. It's not a real old cat, it's a younger cat. Looks like it's got a nice white belly on it. See a little bit on the sides. And put it in the sun here. But no, it's not a real old cat or anything like that, but it is a nice looking cat. It's a good cat spot. This is the second time I've caught one out of here, out of this location each year. I'm on the edge of a wheat field, and I got a CRP type of a brushy edge there. And of course there ain't much over here. But as we come along here, we got this dirt lane, and I got this deep creek that lies right in here. Super spot. I know it's kind of hard to see with the sun glares and everything like that. Hay bales over here, but got a real nasty cat. I caught a bobcat here yesterday, and today I got a nice coyote spinning around right where that cat was pissing at, and good dirt hole. Again, got a real nice edge here, good location. Now, a lot of people may think that I put the trap out in the middle because that's for the best exposure. I did it because of the car tracks coming around here. That's just the place that everybody was driving, so I moved it off corner. There's a trail coming off of that white post there, that stone post, and it comes right out here to the road. I knew if I put in an RJ set, I would do well with it. Just picked up an awfully nice coyote down the road there. Look at him pounding that. He is not happy. Look at him. Beautiful scene. Love this. But as far as location goes, you can't beat a good outside corner, inside corner. Like I said, I have a creek running right down here, as said yesterday. Just a good spot, just a real good spot. Nice brushy edges. Keep thinking rats, mice, and rabbits when you're setting for coyotes. If you do, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. They are hunting. So anyway, I better go put this guy down and move on to the next. Caught off of this location, and you can hear the squeaking of the shock spring. Hear him hit the end of that J.C. Connor spring. Not a bad coyote. I maybe have a little rough spot on that shoulder. The previous two coyotes had a bad case of mange. I do see some mange maybe on that front shoulder a little bit. I'll see about it when I put them down. The location here is a good trail. All I had was one set of tracks coming through here. Ground semi-hard, but you know, just a fence line corner, and it's a cattle trail. And so I just put in trail sets. If you notice the deep groove into this trail, I got to tell you there that I really enjoy where he's laying right in it. I really enjoy putting them into those locations. I think that from a remake standpoint, I get away with it. They really just seem to stay right into that trench when they're in it. So those are good things. You know, he's really hitting that old shock spring. He's stretching that one out. So probably saving the stake from being pulled up, also helping his shoulders so he has more comfort. Anyway, he probably put more emphasis on it here as I pulled up rather than he did the whole time. But anyway, he's got her compressed. Good location, good set. Like I said, on the edge of a fence line, cattle trail, nice deep groove cattle trail. That adds a little difference. So anyway, having a good day on the line. Got a bobcat so far. Several. I think this will make number 13 coyote for the day. So we're still rolling along. Another nice catch. It's another outside the fence corner location, and I got a lot of trails running along the outside edge. Love the western type of scenery here, and but because of it, I didn't want to put in a trail set because of that. I wanted to go with a RJ deep step down set. Good chance I'd miss the deer that way. but it's an outside fence corner, good location, got a lot of trails running along the side of it. And then to add a little bit of enjoyment to this spot, this location actually has 2 outside fence corners within 50 yards of one another. I have another coyote right over here. I don't do a lot of, I do a lot more how-to stuff as far as how to make sets and stuff. It's fun to be able to show something with a catch. This is a double. And again, I have more cattle trails. But the mule deer and the whitetail would have just bummed me up. This guy has a lot of fur laying on the ground. But an RJ set put just off to the side of the trail, keeps your deer out. Good location, a lot of fun. But when you see these outside corner posts, take a look at it. If you got some trails, perhaps even put in a trail set. Also go, if you're afraid of having traps tripped off daily, well then go off to the side and put in a showy dirt hole. That's what I did here. And there's the other coyote right over there. Nice day on the trap line, having a lot of fun. I hope this tip helps you. It sure works for me. Got a nice double over here today. And they're a good ways away. You can see the other one is kind of dancing right over in this other corner. Look at him go. So anyway, we got a good spot. And then I want to talk to you a little bit here about location. And we have a wheat field, newly planted wheat field. We got a fence line. And we got a very active coyote here. But the fence line from a location standpoint is an outstanding thing to go with. The other side of it is, I want to share, you see we kind of have an edge. It's a bad edge. It isn't very well defined. But normally this is 2 different crops. And I might turn it around this way. But normally we have 2 different crops. The left side of what we're looking at here would be one crop, and where I'm standing is another. But he decided to put it all in one big field now. So here's the deal. The coyotes are still used to using this as a crop change. I came down here, checked the sets out, saw that we still have coyotes moving down here, and we just got a real dominant male here is what we got. But these crop changes are ideal to go on, plus those fence lines are ideal. I mean, we got just a fantastic coyote on that end as well. So I know Richard's happy, I'm happy. Just a good day on the Kansas trap line. But take advantage of crop changes, take advantage of fence lines, and I believe they'll work for you just like they work for me. So we got the coyote down at this location, and I have a lot of loose material here. It's good and dry. The coyote really stirred it up, and you know, me and Jason here, who's filming me right now, we ended up picking up a whole pile of scat from this catch. So I'm certainly glad of that, because I do make a lot of mafia sets, things along that nature. The thing about when you have the loose material and the integrity of your set has been destroyed by the coyote, you got to make sure that when you dig your set back out, especially if it's a dirt hole, make sure you dig this nice and deep. I know that sometimes the camera doesn't really show depth, but maybe you can see this. Here's probably about where I'm a good 18 inches down in my set. So the thing is even if, as I piled this dirt up on the side, the thing about this is that he could push it down and he could do whatever to do it, but it's still a dang deep set. I want to give him the most logical location for him to put his foot down. I'm going to make sure I go down a good 4-inch, I'm going to have at least a 4-inch step for that coyote. Make sure that it's a good step down, but it makes sense. If he only goes down 4, he's at least 4 inches closer to his main objective. By having this thing knocked out nice and deep, take your time, we can have a good chance of getting another coyote. I found my wool that he pulled out, so I'll reuse that. Let me go ahead and remake this. And you guys know I like to use bare hands and stuff for my traps. I don't think it bothers anything at all. The coyotes know that you were here, but they also know they're not here now. Now I want to tell you that this was a 24-hour, it's a 24-hour check, but it's been we just made this yesterday. By making these big, showy holes and stuff, coyotes get excited. They see it a lot faster. It almost looks too good to be true. We have the odors, we have the material. So definitely I'm fully supporting going big. There we go. Turning my trap at, well, this isn't, I'm going to have to cut out a little bit more. There we go. Leaving a little bit of dirt in the bottom. Turning my trap at kind of an angle. A little bit more. And what I'm trying to do here is, this is my high side and this is my naturally lower side, just by the way the coyote worked it out. So I want my dead area of the trap to be on the high side. Less likely that he's going to step in there. There we go. So my dead area of my trap is right here. I'm going to take myself a don't step here type of a rock and just set it here beside it before I sift it in. I'm using 27-year landscape fabric I picked up at Lowe's. It still offers me the big kill area. And what I ended up doing is to make this, to cut this, simply took a hacksaw to the roll, a 100-foot roll, got my width already established. Then I put the 100-foot roll, I took it all off, undid it, washed it in the rinse cycle for twice. Then I drugged this whole roll out, stretched it out, and put it in my lawn out in the country here for about a week. That way the dyes in the material dissipate, has less of an odor to it. So I use that. And what's really nice about it is that it does increase my catch area, and it also prevents all that dirt from getting underneath of my stuff. I can lay it underneath of each of the jaws. Yeah, this is going to be really nice. So I'm going to use this extra stones and stuff to kind of help act as an avoidance. So they kind of work my set from this side. I'll take what's left of my, and I want to find my pan. Let's pack that in. Let's make it solid. So when he does step down in this zone, you don't have to work real hard on a Richard Johnson type set. It's but it still needs to be solid. Now what I'm going to do next is I want to put a little bit of this along the jaw edges, because I only want to give them really one spot to step. And I'm going to dish out a little circle right here. As I come up here, and I put a little bit of dust to kind of cover up what I just did. And this set's pretty well done. I need to kind of drill out my hole and put a little bait and lure in it. This coyote, when we walked up here, was really urinating quite a bit. There, just cleaned out the hole. That could have some bait in it, so I'm going to make sure I kick it out. I don't mind if they get it over there, but I don't want it on this part of my set. Using my lure bag. I got a pastry knife here. If you haven't tried one, it works really nice. Nice flat surface. I'm using Snyder's Chunky in this case. Put that in the hole. I already got good wool. He kicked it out of the set for me, so we'll go ahead and utilize that. And I'll just put that right back in there where he can see it but not get it. He's got a good 4-inch step down. I'm trying a new product. Many of you have already purchased X Factor, and it's a good lure. Well, this is the cousin of it, and this is Blood Runner, and this has cow afterbirth in it. I think it's doing very well for me on this trip, and because this is edible, it could be used at a flat set. I'm not dropping this down very far. I'm letting it smear kind of high. I want it to catch some air currents. Got a little bit of stuff there, but I want it to catch the air currents, kick it out. I think that also helps us increase our day one harvest, or day one catch from when we put the sets out. Good location, just a fabulous coyote. Had a lot of fun, nice double. Richard caught his on the corner. I caught mine right here on this crop change, or this edge right here in the middle of the open field. But the reason I set this is because I had tracks running down this trail. That's the number one thing. I had sign. I just didn't go out here and say, well, I'm going to be out here in the middle of this wheat field and just find one. No, this has history to it. It's a somewhat of a crop change edge. I had sign. Boom. First night we catch a double. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. And make sure when you dig your dirt hole or do your remakes, that you make sure you dig it nice and deep. That way the animals have to still work the set just the way you made it.